Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to this week's episode of a Samsung Fold and 7 Flip review. Here's our first impressions of the Flip 7. This one is blue. That came first for review. The Flip 7 review wouldn't be successful without Google Gemini. One for its universal, two for its agentic, and three for its privacy. So let's have a look at the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 7. First is the universal accessibility and broad capabilities of it. As far as the hardware is concerned, the Flip 7 is now thinner than the predecessor, and it's got more accessibilities in terms of agentic, where Gemini powered smart workflows that allow you to do a lot of stuff in terms of AI, which we'll show you. One of our favorites, which is watching the messages in terms of translating, pressing and holding down and translating Malay to English. That's one of the very nice features that we feel the Galaxy Fold has and the Flip has, which is a press and hold down. Some of the contextual support. Gemini lets you ask practical questions. What we like most about the Flip 7 is the front cameras. These days the front cameras actually come functional, which is very nice, and it's now taken up the area where the two cameras are. We didn't quite like the buttons for the camera, because the power button, which is also the scanner, is indented, so that gave us a bit of an issue, but I guess those who are very familiar with the Flip 7 would find it quite right at home. So these are some of our screens that you can actually custom widget them, and then a single tap to open the camera. So the Samsung has a very nice UI. With just a hand, you see the UI using the front cameras as well as the sensors, and then you can actually view the pictures that you've taken previously from the front cameras, which is quite convenient, and you can actually like them from here and then go back. So it's quite functional. This one goes up to 2x zoom, so you can actually do this and then have your picture taken, which is quite nice. And then you can also have access to all your camera functions, which is either a 9 by 16 or a 3x4. What's lacking here in terms of so the full, if you go up to 50 megapixel, allows you to take pictures in full range, and then you can actually look at it in all this glory, right? Yeah, that's something that I didn't quite like with the camera, was the fact that if you wanted to shoot normal 16 by 9, you have to go into 9 by 16 and flip the phone this way, then you'll get 16 by 9. If not, you won't, right? The other thing that I found quite nice was the fact that all the AI selection actually came at the side. So you had to create three separate accounts if you didn't have one. You needed a Google account to actually connect to your Play Store in Chrome, and then on top of that, you needed Samsung AI to actually connect with Samsung, and then from Samsung you needed another account to connect to your OneDrive, which was quite annoying, because there's just so many accounts that you need to have, which normally other phones do it all in one single account. So now you've got like 3 separate accounts, from the Samsung to the Google to the Microsoft. So maybe in future Samsung would actually look into having just one account for all use cases, right? So having said that, I think Google Gemini, which was just launched, offered some form of workflow in terms of interpreters and drawing. So I was playing around with some of the notes, which I found pretty handy. Was the fact that both the notes and drawing actually went in contextually as well as within the screen, and so I was literally translating and typing both at the same time, which was quite cool. So this was just basically contextually translating this to the different language, so Japanese to Arabic, and then having it like pasted here, right? And then you have your notifications here, which is quite nice. And so you can actually read your notifications here, clear them here, or you can actually open it to get your notifications inside, right? So there's a memory there for me, right? Having the AI sit on the edge, which is on the phone itself, which was quite nice. I like the fact that Samsung Pass, which is passkeys, are also incorporated finally, and some of the other stuff that was available for the phone didn't come or did come installed. So like Gemini, where you can actually ask for an itinerary for Penang for 5 days for family of 4, right? And that's Gemini. Of course, currently everyone that buys a Samsung phone gets Gemini for free, but eventually I think when AI gets cheaper and cheaper, someone still needs to foot the bill for this. So I'm not sure whether Samsung or Google Gemini would actually foot the bill for this 4,000 milliampere and for the Flip. Google is currently working a lot on the Gemini in terms of their AI, and you can see them loading a lot of their smart features, like the calendar. Now it's taking up all of this space here, so you get more UI, and in terms of screen space, this is not wasted. You can also see some of the apps in terms of the clock. You can go into some of the stopwatches and let it run, and it run in the background, and also run in the inner side of the clock, in the sense that if you load the clock here, it's the stopwatch still running inside, right? So some of the features that we had, which was quite cool in terms of the last Google Gemini show, included bringing AI and Gemini AI to the earbuds, as well as the watch and even the car. So we had the opportunity to also review the watch that was launched at the same time of the same event in Malaysia, and settings about this watch. So we got this is a watch 8. The model number was SML330, and it's just a quick glance at the watch. The form factor was a little different for us in terms of the circular, and because it's a circular watch, it took some time to get used to in terms of the display and the batteries and stuff like that. But all in all, quite a nifty small little watch with notifications from the top, apps from the bottom, and think more info from the right, and then some more info on the left. So playing with just gestures from the top, left, right, bottom, and just 2 buttons, and making calls from this was pretty nifty. The other thing was the fact that it came all white, not one of my best colors for an exercise device, and the fact that the watch actually came with a very small hinge, which is quite scary, but I guess they've done their testing for it, and it just goes in like this, and that's it, right? So pretty scary for me, but I guess they've done a million hours of testing here and there. But as far as the watch is concerned, it looks very much like an Apple Watch. Feels very much like a round watch. I think we had a discussion on why watches were round, and we had all the team say that the reason why watches were round was because the clock face was round. So it's like nowadays watches don't come with clock faces and they're digital, and so some of the ideas in terms of having a round watch, in terms of having app space, was a bit weird because it would curl up on the right hand side, right, on the left hand side. So yeah, so anyway, these are some of the features that the watch had. In terms of AI, I think Google has done a tremendous job in terms of bringing Gemini AI to the masses and beyond devices, from not just the watches but also car integration coming soon in terms of Gemini. So you can expect more things when Google Gemini gets integrated and learns more from your emails and your day-to-day calendaring, right? And beyond these devices, I think we're looking at also the Android XR, which is the glasses. I think Meta has already done some form of investments in Epsilon, and they've done a fair bit of work with the Ray-Bans and the Oakley. So that leaves Google with the rest of the glasses world. So it's nice to see that they're working with Samsung on the glasses as well, right? Moving ahead from just the earbuds and the XR, I think some of the nice features that Google Gemini has that came to Samsung pretty much earlier was the circle to search. I think the circle to search is very nice because you can actually do things like this and actually circle to search. So you can actually search things, which is one of the most used features that came to AI, which is quite nice. And then you can add in some more stuff if you want to circle to search some more. That's one of the key things that I think Samsung brought along with its features along with Google sometime back. I think this particular circle to search is nice for when you are shopping or you're on, say, Instagram and you see something you like and you want to buy something, and of course you're not going to screenshot it and then find somewhere to look for it, but you're gonna want to just search for it. Let's see whether someone has some outfit of the day. Yeah, okay, I say Farhan, and then you can let's say circle to search this pants and then price, right? So in Malaysia in 2025, so you can actually circle to search things like this and have well, I guess as close jeans as possible, or you can ask what jeans is this, how much it is, and stuff like this in terms of outfit a day. So this AI integration in terms of Gemini, in terms of use case, is excellent if you ask me. So contextual, what is this? Contextual QR, question and answer, as well as working across images, videos, and also live camera inputs. So gone are the days when we were looking at the smartphone in terms of a phablet in a sense. Now you can actually call this a smartphone, but actually in a very square form factor. The form factor in terms of the Flip7 is something nice to actually have in your pocket. The downsides of this phone, or the Samsungs in general, would be the number of accounts that you have to open and log in. So like I mentioned, I had to log in my Google account to get my Chrome up and running, and then I had to log into my Samsung account for the AI parts, and then I had to log into the Microsoft OneDrive to get into my OneDrive from my Samsung. So that was a bit annoying, but once you get through that, I think it's pretty much just a one-off setup, and then you're good to go, right? So logging in twice was not one of the best. Maybe in future the Microsoft, Samsung, and Google account can just be checked in all from one particular area. That would be just nice. Always on kind of Google account. The other thing which I didn't quite understand was how high the buttons were, because when you open, if let's say you were to be a one-handed operation, the unlock would to be here or on the screen, or maybe this finger over here. Yeah, so that's one of the things that in terms of position wise. I think as far as the SIM card is concerned, where is the SIM card? Yeah. Yeah, I think this is just fine in terms of location of the SIM card. Yeah. So that's all for me. I hope it was a good review. Please let me know what you think of the phone if you've had a chance to play with it. I definitely like the form factor, but single-handed operations were slightly too hard. But all in all, good phone. Nice refresh rates, and definitely a phone worth. I was just going to show you some music, but it's a amazing phone in terms of the quality of music that you can churn out from a really small phone. Right? Let's see.
When your legs don't work like they used to before,
it's amazing.
And I can't sweep you off of your feet.
Alright, so I'll see you in the next video. It'll be a Samsung Fold 7, and we'll see you then. Please like, subscribe, and on the link below.
Darling, I will be loving you